Hello everyone, my name is SiC and welcome to a new Let's Play series on a game called Rise of Industry. Alright, so Rise of Industry is currently in alpha stage and I am playing alpha 3. And it is a game, as you might guess, that is entirely about building up an industry. So I suggest we are going to simply just jump straight into it. I just bought this game today. I only played it for about an hour or so to familiarize myself with the basics of how it works. But I'm just going to do a quick start game and then we can get started. Alright, so we're in the game and I'm going to pause it right now so that we can have a quick look around. The maps are randomly generated, as you might have guessed, and we have quite a sizable world, though this is a quick game and I think there are larger settings available than what we are currently looking at. But even so, there is quite a bit of room to expand towards. As you might have noticed, we have several towns and villages around the place. And basically all of these places, they want to have goods. And it is up to us to supply them with those goods. And we can basically start wherever you want, and I think we can build pretty much wherever we want as well. And for example, we could have a look at the town of Ditting over here and see what they want. So if we click on it, we can see several statistics. And you might also notice the nice aesthetic, which is a little bit strange to me. Like, I like it. But when you look at the trees, it is very minimalistic. As you can see, they're basically they consist of 4 planes, I suppose. Whereas the buildings look a whole lot better, don't they? Like, there's a lot of detail on these buildings, and they don't look minimalistic at all. But maybe that's just the blocky nature of buildings that make it look a lot better. But, you know, the trees, yeah, I still like it. You know, when you zoom out, it is still quite a nice aesthetic, but yeah, it's a little bit strange. As you can see, like, this is all pretty low poly as well. I don't know. That is something that I'm going to have to get used to a little bit, but so far I quite like it. Anyway, the town of Ditting is eco-friendly, and it has a total population of over 71,691. The town prosperity is high. I suppose that means that we will be able to sell things for quite a decent price. They have several shops in town as well. They have a farmer's market, which you can see right here. They have a bookstore, and they have home goods, which are right over here. Right, and all of these stores, they want to sell different things, of course. So if we have a look at the farmer's market, you can see they want to buy 4 different products. But one of them they want in particular, and that is, let's see, cocoa. Or cocoa? Cocoa? Cocoa. Let's just keep it with cocoa. And you can see they want to pay 125% instead of the regular price, which, you know, the regular price would be 100%. 100%, sorry. And for cocoa in particular, they will pay quite a bit, which is 3,046. It's quite small. This could do with it being a little bit bigger. So this is something that we might want to get started on. Cocoa should be pretty easy to manufacture. For the home goods, we have office furniture, which is produced at carpentry. And as you can see, as you might have guessed, there are quite a lot of different recipes. There is a truly huge amount of them already available. And we have a bookstore. They want to have posters, which are produced at a paper mill. Right. 17,200. Wow, that is quite expensive. What do they want to pay for this? 22,000. Wow, that is quite good. But I think we're going to start with something easy, which will be the farmer's market. We will start making cocoa. Right, what we need to do is we need to have water. And we have a big river over here that we can tap into. We also have a smaller lake, but I think the river will be quite nice. That leaves space for farms. We have iron ore over here as well that we could utilize. That is interesting. Right, we have slay. What does slay, or yeah, that's how you say it, right? They want meat, eggs, apples, and sugar. Alright, we have a deli. They want chocolate bars. Oh, so we could combine this. Because cocoa, you know, we can make this into chocolate bars. So maybe we want to be in the middle of these 2 towns here somewhere. We want to have a cocoa farm somewhere close. We also have gas, and actually, if we press tab, we can get an overview of all the stuff available to us. So we have fish in the river, gas, iron ore, coal, quite a bit of iron ore and coal actually. But like I said, we're going to start with cocoa, and the first thing we need to do is we open up the building menu. And we have a various amounts of buildings. We have a lumberyard, coal mine, iron mine, oil drills, gas pumps, water wells, which are coming soon, seaweed farms coming soon, shell fishery coming soon. Like, there's a lot of stuff coming. There's 3 entire tabs that are coming soon. Industry parks, pollution management, headquarters. Like, none of those things matter at the moment. We also have farms, a crop farm, livestock farm, an orchard, and a plantation. I think we're going to need a plantation for cocoa. We also have light industry and heavy industry. This is something that we're going to have to look at later. And we have logistical buildings like a truck depot, a warehouse, and a train terminal. And then we have packaging facilities, sapling stations, and shipping docks, which are coming soon as well. So those things are not in the game quite yet. But first things first, we should make sure that we get water and a farm. So maybe let's have the plantation first. It's going to cost us quite a bit of money, but we have around 25 million. So we can pay 75,000 quite easily. And like I said, we want to be somewhere in the middle. I think we want to keep some space for these buildings. Let's see, I think, let's rotate this around. We will place it down right there. And now we need to place some fields. So I think we're going to have some fields on this side of the road. Like so. We're going to have a field over here, here, and here. Alright. So, now we are presented with a new menu, because the farm doesn't just produce this automatically. It is going to require water, which is produced at the water siphon, and it's going to need an amount of 1. And then it's going to use that to water the fields, which fields will then produce cocoa, and the cocoa will then be sent or sold to the farmer's market, I think. So we could already set it up. We have production tab, which is where you can change things. It's already set to a cocoa field. We have sugarcane, cotton, and berries in just the plantation alone. We also have the crop farm, the livestock farm, the orchard. So yeah, quite a lot of different farms already, as you might guess. The destination is very important. So we are making cocoa here. We will choose a destination, which is a commercial one. We could also sell it to the state, but the state will pay less for our goods. So it is better to sell this stuff to towns. Right, so we have commercial, the farmer's market in Ditting. We can stock this already, and then we need to assign some trucks, which it does do automatically. We have 3 trucks automatically assigned, but we can have a total of 9 trucks altogether. So we could have 3 different destinations coming from this one farm with 3 trucks each, or just 9 trucks on this one destination, you know, depending on your needs. But first things first, we should make sure that this plantation is actually watered. So we will go over to the gatherers, and we will make a water siphon, and we will make it, let's see, we have to turn it around. The blue side should be on the water edge. Right, we can place it down right there, but nowhere else. So we need a little bit of a straight area. Let's place it down right there, and then we need some gatherers as well. So let's turn this around so that the blue side is on the water. We can have 3 over here, 1 over here, and now we're going to need to build a road as well. But first, again, we have the menu of the building. We can set the destination, and we will send it to a farm. As you can see, this is the only option available, though we could also sell it to the state. But of course, we're going to want to grow that cocoa as quickly as possible. Now the destination is unreachable, or there is nothing to deliver because it hasn't started working yet, and also there is no road. So we can build several things as well. We have an urban road, a dirt road, a highway, which is coming soon, train tracks, and rail signals. But for now, an urban road is going to do quite nicely. Right, so we connect all this up so that the trucks, which you can see right here, can fill up. They will bring it to this place, which is the gathering station, basically. And then from here, we can bring it out to the farm. And oh, that works out just nicely. Look at that. That's great. I didn't even intend to do that, but I'm really happy it worked out that way. It looks quite nice. However, I don't think one plantation is going to be enough, so we should probably build another one. Though, for now, let's unpause, let's have the game run a little bit. Another plantation will do quite nicely. I think we're going to place that one down like so. And you can build these fields anywhere you want as long as it's within this radius. So I'm not too worried about this. We can, yeah, that looks kind of weird. Let's place it down right there. Alright, so this thing also needs water. And I think this one water siphon is going to produce enough. But we need another destination, which is Plantation 2. Though you can rename these to be whatever you want. And then of course we're going to have to assign some trucks to that one as well. So we will buy 3 more trucks. And we will assign them to that route. And then this plantation will also have a destination, which is going to be the farmer's market in Ditting. Alright, and 3 trucks will be assigned to that. So this should start earning us some money. But this is pretty much the easiest thing you can do. And we can have another look. The AI in this game will also build stuff. So as you can see, we already have a plantation for sugarcane. And this is something built by the town itself. This is AI run. We have no influence on this or its placement or the road that they make. And that is why I paused the game at the very start, because they will start doing this stuff right away. And I wanted to have a look around first, and I wanted to get a, you know, get a heads up on where I can place my stuff and make sure that nobody gets in my way. Alright. Anyway, let's have another look at Ditting. Let's press tab again, because this is all well and good, this is easy, but it doesn't make us a tremendous amount of money. We could do something else. We could make office furniture. This is sold for quite a lot of money, and it's produced at a carpentry thing, but I'm not entirely sure what we need to build to actually make this stuff. So let's have a look. We need office furniture. We have a recipe book up to the top right. So we can go up here and we will type in office furniture. It already pops up right there. We have an autosave in progress. There's always a slight bit of delay. Right, to make office furniture, we are going to need a furniture base, which is produced at a carpentry factory. And we're going to need steel. Really? Produced at glassworks and smelter. Huh, that is interesting. But I guess, yeah, furniture base is something that we're going to require wood for. Right, so we have a forest over here. We can make use of the existing road. I think we will get started on that as well. So we need a land-based gatherer. Let's drag it over to this side. A lumberyard. Right, and let's see, the road is over on that side. So we can place it down over here. And we will get some gatherers over here. All set up to be connected by the road. We need one more, which is going to require its own road. Right there. Alright, let's get a, well, this is set to be an urban road, so we might as well connect it up like that, I suppose. This stuff is already connected up, so trucks will start running right away. That is excellent. Right. Look at that. These are our trucks of cocoa, I think. Plantation 2, yes. The first shipment is being brought over towards the farmer's market. And this is coming from 2 different farms, I think. So they drive in, you can see we're making 3,000 per truck. And then they drive back and they're all empty as well, which is quite cool. We have another truck of cocoa. And that is something that is really cool, is every truck that makes something has its own unique look. So here you can see the lumber being brought over. It doesn't have a destination yet, however. So we're going to go over into the industry section. Let's see, we need carpentry. Right, we don't want to have to go very far for this. We might just put it right on the other side of the road. And then when we open it, we will have to set its production to furniture base. Right, so it's going to require wood. Or it's just going to require wood. Yeah, and that will make furniture bases. So let's see, the lumberyard, its destination will be set to the factory of Carpentry 1, or the factory called Carpentry 1. And again, we can rename this if you want, but for now this is fine. It's not so hard. Maybe we will do that in the future. Now they only have to cross the road to bring it over here, so that's quite quick. But then we need steel. So let's get rid of this. Type in steel. Right, to make steel we need iron ore and coal. And it will be made into steel at a glassworks and smelter. Alright, well, we got lucky as well in that we have iron ore and coal available to us right here. So let's see, to get coal, I haven't actually done this yet, but I think we're going to need a gatherer, right, an iron mine and a coal mine. Ah, right. Cool, must be built on unblocked tile, so we cannot actually build it on top, it has to be in range of it, I suppose. We can build it right there, I think. Must be placed next to coal. Right. Missing harvesters. Ah, okay, so we have to place an harvester right here. Okay. That is interesting. So this is going to require its own harvester. Let's see how far 2 gets us. Right? Because I don't think having even more is going to be beneficial. We might just have to make another farm somewhere else. Or another farm, I mean another mine. Meanwhile though, we're going to need an iron mine. So, an iron mine, it is going to go right here. Let's make sure that the road faces out this way. And let's see, we have a road coming over. So let's drag this over here like this. We need a harvester. And again, let's place down 2. I think that will be fine. We will connect these up by road. This will hook up. Ah, I did misjudge. Damn it. Alright. So this is going to hook up to the town like that. And then we're going to have to send coal and iron to the same place, which was... Let's see. A... Glassworks and smelter. Right. Cool. So we're going to place this somewhere down in the middle. I think we're going to place it down right there. And ooh, the AI is going on lumberyards as well. And carpentry, furniture bases. Really? Damn it, it's going to be competing with us. That's unfortunate. Alright. You, sir, are going to be making not glass, but steel. Right, so we're going to need 2 coal, or 2 iron ore for 1 coal. But first, of course, this iron mine will set its destination to that factory with the 3 trucks, and this coal mine will do the same. Factory, glassworks and smelter, yeah. 3 trucks, that will be fine. They can go back and forth. Now we should have steel being made as well as furniture bases, which only leaves us with making an actual factory to turn it into something else. So we need another carpentry factory, and I think we're going to place it right here in the middle where it is nice and accessible. Alright, and we're going to open this up, set its production to office furniture. Right, so we need the furniture bases, which are being made here. So the destination for this will be factory, carpentry 2, 3 trucks. The steel mill will set its destination to the same place. And then the office furniture place, it is going to set its destination to Commercial Home Goods 1 in Ditting. Alright. So we spent quite a bit of money. We spent over 5 million already, and as you can see we have quite a bit of expenses, and I haven't completely looked at this yet. So this is something that we should do next, I think. So we have 2 plantations with water coming to them. Let's see, they have 0 water in stock. This is the orange button over here. It says 0. This thing says 0 as well. As you can see, 2 fields are not growing in this one. 2 fields are not growing in the other one, and this is growing quite slowly, so we need to increase our water production. But let's have a look at the water siphon, because they have 45 water in stock. So that means that we simply don't have enough trucks. Let's buy 3 more, and it's going to be uneven, sadly. It's going to be 5 and 4 because we can't go for 10. Right, so 1 more truck for plantation 1, 2 more trucks for plantation 2. I hope that's going to help us out a little bit. If not, we're going to need another water siphon. What is this? Say it's no storage space. Really? Right, it's in here, I think, because there is because it's full. Alright, it's full, so it needs to be taken away first. Right. As you can see, we have water bottles coming in. And they're being used to water the fields. Which is a little bit strange, because you would expect, you know, this to be automated somehow. To have pipes and things like that, like sprinklers. But apparently everything in this game is done by truck, unless you're doing it by train. Or Zeppelin, once those are in. Alright. So I wonder, how well is this thing doing? It's going to be making 1 bit of steel, and it's going to take 3 days to do it. Let's see, we have plenty of coal available. We don't have plenty of iron. Now I wonder how many of these iron mines you can have on 1 bit of iron ore. Because it is producing, as you can see, some iron ore is coming in. It's being collected up at this main factory, and then it is being brought over to the steel mill. That's taking some time. Right, it has 6 things up in storage. So we're going to need a few more trucks, I think. Right, destination, let's buy 3 more trucks, let's assign them all to this. We will also have a look at the coal mine. It has 2 in stock. So that is not quite as bad. It only has a small way to go, like these trucks have to go a little bit further. Right, and we need less coal. So the coal is fine for now. We might even do well with a truck less, because it is such a short distance. But I don't think you can actually go... Oh, you can. Right. Alright, so we sold the truck. We will keep 2 on it, because the trucks do cost maintenance, of course. This is really interesting stuff. Alright, so we have steel being finished, which is then being brought over to the furniture stuff. And as you can see, as I said earlier, there's quite a bit of detail to these buildings. You know, you can see all the little planks and lumber and things like that. So that's quite cool, quite detailed. And then you have the trees, which kind of jar, you know. It's a jarring image. Let's see, the carpentry, it has not enough steel in production. It needs 2, it needs only 1 of these. We have 23 in stock, but 0 steel in stock. I suppose that's because we didn't have enough iron ore. Hopefully that is going to be fixed now, but I'm not entirely sure it is. We might need a second glassworks and smelter. Our second smelter, I suppose. It's not going to be glassworks because we're not actually making glass. We have enough coal, again, still. Let's have a look at the iron mine. We still have 6 things up in storage. So the trucks are filling up, things are going out. And now we have 3. Right, so we had 6 available. Where are the other 3? Ah, here are the other 3, I think. So, right, these are kind of switching off, I suppose. We have 4 in stock, so they're going to be filled up with 4. This is going to have 4 in just a little bit as well. But you can see it until the iron has actually arrived. Let's see, what is this? We have a bit of trouble. Water pump, hub disabled. Right, we still have way too much water. It is nowhere near being used at all. So, what do we want to do here? we don't have enough trucks to do anything more with it, so we can't sell it to other places. These things are still not getting the water they need. However, there's another building that we could utilize. We have, let's see, in logistics, a truck depot and a warehouse as well, where we can store this stuff. But I think the truck depot will do quite nicely. We will place it down in the middle somewhere, because we are going to have more industries around here as well. Right, so truck depot, storage. Let's see, we want to have raw resources, which is going to be water, and the destination is going to be plantation 2, and the same thing for this. Let's see, plantation 1. We're going to buy 3 more trucks, and the next 3 trucks are going to be assigned to this place. Now in storage, I think I haven't paid attention, but this thing should now start spawning trucks, I think. Because, let's see, this stuff is in range. These trucks should now be sent over, I believe. I'm not sure. Let's see. From water siphon 1 to plantation, right? Okay. Water siphon 1, yeah. I guess this isn't doing anything yet. That is interesting. Why is that? Is it because it is not a warehouse and simply assigns trucks to something? No, we can't put in any more, right? No. These fields are producing quite nicely now, it seems, though. Even though we have no water in stock, I would prefer to have some water in stock. But, well, this field isn't growing at all. This field is now not growing. Well, it's growing very, very slowly, so we do need the extra water. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the use of the truck depot. Is there? Yeah, there's a tutorial. Warehouses, let's have a look. Another possible trade route to use is the truck route, but we first need to see how warehouses work. Placing a warehouse and gathering product. Warehouses don't just send trucks to other buildings, but they also search around and collect products. This is very handy if you have several buildings of the same type clustered up and want to gather everything with a very few clicks. Right, okay, so I understand all this stuff. You can set buildings to be ignored by warehouses. That is cool. Using truck transport routes. Build at least one truck depot and any combination of additional truck depots or warehouses and connect them with roads. Ah, okay, so I guess we were going to need both of these. So we have a truck depot. And we're going to have a warehouse, which is going to collect all this stuff. And we're going to put that right across from here. Let's see, we want to gather water. Let's assign 3 trucks, or actually let's assign 6 trucks because we have so much. And then we have a destination. We're going to have 6 trucks over here as well. We're going to have sent water from here to plantation 1. And water to plantation 2. Right, and we're going to have 3 trucks on this and 3 trucks on that. Right. This is coming from the warehouse to water siphon 1. Yeah, okay, so this is gathering stuff. That is good. Let's have a look at what this does. As you can see, all the little trucks are different. That's great. We have big trucks to the truck depot, we have smaller trucks with water for this place, and we have trucks inside the warehouse that are actually transporting this stuff. So I'm not sure what the truck depot is for. Let's have another look at the tutorial. And this is still about the warehouse, right? Yes. Build at least one truck depot. Yeah. And any combination of additional truck depots or warehouses and connect them with roads. Once built, you can now start to transport products between them. Be sure to send products to a warehouse or a truck depot, or make the former collect some, the former being the warehouse, in order for it to start transporting. Click on the transport icon in the top right of the screen to open the transport. Oh, okay. Add a route. We will add a truck route from Truck Depot 1. Right. Add a new truck route and choose a starting warehouse or truck depot. That we did. Add a stop or multiple stops to the route. That apparently we cannot do. Ah, okay, so we click on it. It is going to go for water. And I guess we have various slots. All we really need to do right now is transport the water. To be transported. Right, what is this? This is deleting things, obviously. Cannot find path to route origin. Add a stop for trucks. Wait, I'm confused. What the hell is going on here? Alright, so we have stop 1. Select the terminal where the train will depart from. No, we're not talking about trains, damn it. So we select this. Add stop, truck. Did I do anything? No. That is weird. Let's add, yeah, truck, right. Zero trains or fleets assigned to this route. Maybe I'm just really misunderstanding something here. We only have transport route 1, yeah? Let's send a fleet of 4. But it's so... cannot find path to route origin. What does it mean? What is the route origin? The truck depot in Ditting. This is the place where it needs to go from, right? I guess we needed it somewhere else. Or another truck depot. But we should be able to send it over to the warehouse as well, right? That's the thing that's weird to me, because I can't seem to add the warehouse. Favorites, trucks, like this doesn't show up and doesn't show me anything. So, anyway, this is something that I'm going to have to figure out. It isn't doing anything right now, but the warehouse is. So, let's see, we have 87 units of water stored. And we have trucks going back and forth. In Plantation 2 we have now 13 water stored up. In Plantation 1 we have 2 water stored up. That is interesting. Wonder why it's 2, but it's enough, because it only needs 1 to water all of these things. Right. And now it has 5. So, yeah, this seems to be going well. The cocoa is fine. Office furniture, we have 1 steel, yeah, so we're simply not getting enough steel, and that means we're not getting enough iron. This is another thing that we need to keep in mind. So all the iron is being taken out of here, but we don't have enough harvesters. So maybe, like I said, I have no idea how many harvesters we can support with just this little bit of iron here. And we have to be in a range of it somehow. Apparently we can't go on the very edges of this. Must be built in owner range, yeah. Right, so we can build another one here, I suppose. Right. Alright, so this is very weird, because it is still technically in range, but it's also pretty far away. But we'll see how it goes. Let's connect this up. This is apparently already connected, so that's good. All we need to do is connect this up as well. And then we need to keep an eye on it. Right, yeah. So hopefully this is going to be doing well pretty soon. And then we have more stuff that we could be doing. But I'm not going to do that for this episode. So please leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more. And I'll see you guys for whatever video I do next.